Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Chuck Schroeder here from Classical Wood Floors in Hustisburg, Wisconsin. Chuck, thanks for jumping on with me.
My pleasure.
If you don't mind, I'd love to talk to you about your entrepreneurship, building a business, and you've been in business for a long time, about 20 years now, and have been working with hardwood floors for over 30. Do you mind if we talk about classical wood floors?
Sure. That'd be my pleasure.
Awesome. Here we go. When people ask you what Classical Wood Floors does, how do you describe your business?
Well, I'm a small business. I've been in business on self-employed since 2002 or 2003 rather. End of 2002, early part of 2003. And I sand, stain, and refinish. I do trim work. I do repair work. I do commercial. I do residential work. And I'm usually busy all year round. And
Wow.
yeah, we do excellent work and we take pride. I think the thing that I love the most about the way our business is set up is we work one on one with every customer. There's no middle person.
Sure.
It's just myself and the customer. My wife is also involved to an extent. So it's a really more of a mom and pop type of business, which I think is something that people long for. So
Absolutely.
we're really
That
proud of it.
that connection. And you should be. That is incredible. And like you said, you've been in business for 20 years. You've been doing hardwood floors so much longer. What were your plans
Right.
when you started your business? Why did you start it? And how has your business changed?
Well, when I started my business, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I was a single dad, so I had two daughters to raise,
Mhm.
and I needed the flexibility um, of running my own business, and so it worked out good at that time, and it still works well. Now my kids are adults; they're both married. One of them has a child, and so I have a grandson,
Congrats.
and yeah, so it's wonderful that way. But when I started it, I didn't even really have my own equipment. I had to rent equipment, and I just started from scratch. I think I had a station wagon, an old station wagon. I put all the tools in the back of that I rented, and I just slowly built it and built it and built it until through the years, I've gotten all the equipment I need. Um, I built a clientele. Pretty much, I live in Houston'sford, but I work all over. I'll work anywhere really, but I'll work in Madison. I'll work in Waukesha County. I'll work in Milwaukee County. Um, where the jobs are usually, but and it's been a very valuable asset to our family. And now it's seeming like my son-in-law and my daughter and my wife are wanting to get their feet into the business as well. So
How cool is
we're
that?
gonna keep, yeah, we're gonna keep it family, which is great.
That is so great. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, my next question for you is what is the biggest way that you impact the community?
I just think the one-on-one with customers, and we try to keep just keep it quality work and be very personable with people,
Yeah,
and let them know that we're not robots, we're human beings, and so are they. So we try to keep that in mind, and everybody's in a different spot, and we don't want to treat anybody like just another number,
sure.
and I think people appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, and I when I think about hardwood floors and in like wood grain and the different types of wood in there, like every piece of wood is different and so is every person, right? So why would somebody want you to be a robot in that way? And why would you want to treat somebody like that? So I love that you bring that up and how you're sharing.
Exactly, yeah. And then we I go through the high end distributors. So if a customer wants to install a new wood floor, there's a multitude of different species of wood they can go with.
Oh,
And I send them to a showroom where they can look at, different species of wood, and pick out exactly what they want, and um, just get the quality and the product that they're desiring.
that's so great. So, over 20 years in business, what is one challenge that you have faced that other business owners could learn from?
Mm. Well, there's always challenges. So I guess I gotta pick one. Uh, I would say the biggest challenge is managing time.
Mm,
That has been a learning experience for me. Knowing exactly how much time a project is going to take is never really an exact science.
sure.
I can look at a job and guess roundabout, but at this point in my career, I've learned to give more schedule the job for more time than less. I don't try to do like, oh, 1 week for this job and then the next Monday I'm starting this job. I try to space it out so I can give a little extra if someone needs it.
That is awesome. I love that. Yeah, and that
Right.
time challenges, like we all have the same amount of time in a day. And I think a lot of people try and push it too much and always feel like they're scrambling then. So that's a really good point that you bring up, just giving a little bit of cushion so you
Exactly.
so you make your customers extra happy too, right? So my next question for you is what does the future look
Yeah,
like?
yeah. If you give
Oh, sorry, we're delaying just a little bit. All good.
what did you say? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, we're delaying. I'm sorry, just a little bit, but that's okay. So my next question, what does the future look like to you? And do you have an exit plan? You talked about your son-in-law and your wife, and obviously your daughter are thinking about getting involved. What does the future look like to classical wood floors?
Well, I'm really not planning on God only knows, God can do what he wants to do, but
Right.
I'm planning on keeping it a family business, and I'm in my 50s, so I'm not going to do this probably into my 70s, so I'd like to pass this on to the younger people and let them make a living at it. It served us, and I'd like to pass it on so that they can also enjoy this and just carry it on for as long as the Lord wills it.
That's wonderful. I love that. My final question for you today, Chuck. All subjects open. What inspires you most?
What inspires me most in terms of the trade? Is that your
Anything you want
question?
in the trade, like what gets you up every day and brings you joy and keeps you moving and grooving?
Oh, I see. Um, well, I do have a deep relationship with my Creator, and I'll say that without uh, hesitation. And before I start the day, I asked the Lord to guide me, lead me, and use me. And it seems to work well when I'm out in the field doing what I do.
Awesome. I love that.
So
What
that's
great
the
inspiration.
answer. Yeah.
Great inspiration. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you if they want to get learn more about classical wood floors?
Well, I have a website, and the website is www.classicalwoodfloorsbychuck.com. And people can look at that. They can call me at 262-719-0176, or my email is charlesschroeder711@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
That
Good
is
luck
the
in
best
business.
way.
Good luck in business. Congratulations on that grandchild as well, and keep it in the
Thank
family.
you.
Love it. Thank you so much, Chuck.